Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel and welcome to another brand new video. I want to drop my predictions for today's games today, Friday 13th of March 2026, and I have picked and accumulated 5 safe odds for today, Friday. Please watch this video to the end so you are going to be getting my predictions, and you will also get the reasons why I picked these as my predictions for today's game, and I'll also be dropping the reasons why I said these games are safe to play for today. If you are just watching or you are just joining this channel for the first time, please subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you're going to get notified for each and every time I post videos on my page. I post lots of videos daily on this channel, so please subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you will not miss out any game at all. And also, please always leave a comment, always drop your opinions for all the games I post. Let me know what you think. If you agree with the predictions, if you do not agree with the predictions, please always let me know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section. I'm always waiting to hear everything you think. So without wasting more time, I'm going to dive straight into the games I have for today. Like I said, I have 5 odds for today's game, and I have picked 6 games that bring out these 5 odds. There are some quite nice games today, which I said make sure you watch to the end so that you're going to get all of them. So I'm going to begin right away, and the first match I have here is in the Spanish La Liga, the match between Alaves and Villarreal are currently playing away from home to Deportivo Alaves. This is a game in the La Liga. So based on recent results, Alaves' most recent 5 matches, they've lost 3 matches out of those 5 and they've drawn 2. Meanwhile, if we look at the recent matches of Villarreal, we can see that Villarreal have won 3 of their last 5 matches, and Villarreal have also lost twice of these last 5 matches. If you compare the position of these two teams, Villarreal are 4th in the La Liga and they are level on points with Atletico Madrid, who are 3rd. So we can see a very strong battle for that 3rd and 4th position. While Alaves, they are 16th, but they are not entirely safe from relegation because it's just 2 points that they are using to be better off than RCD Mallorca in the league. So I believe that this game is going to be a very, very fiercely contested game between a team that is struggling to increase the gap from the relegation teams and a team that wants to solidify their top 4 finish in the league. So now, if we are still looking at the head-to-head between these two teams, the last 5 home matches of Alaves, they've won twice, they've lost twice, and they've drawn 1. But most importantly, Alaves have conceded in their 4 most recent home matches. And for Villarreal, if we look at the away matches of Villarreal, we can see that Villarreal have won only 1 of their last 5 away matches, and Villarreal have also conceded in each and every one of their away matches. And it's only the match against Levante that Villarreal won. In fact, looking at all their away matches this season, we can come to the conclusion that when it comes to playing away from home, Villarreal are not as good. They do not always deliver results when they are playing away from home. That is why for this game, it is going to be very, very risky to play Villarreal to win against Alaves. Not that Villarreal cannot win Alaves, but we've seen that being away from home, Villarreal have been bad. But now the last 5 matches between Villarreal and Alaves, we've seen Alaves win once, Villarreal have won once, Villarreal have won twice and they've drawn twice, but Villarreal have scored in 4 of the last 5 meetings with Alaves in the La Liga. That is why my prediction here, I'm going with Villarreal to score at least 1 goal in this game. That's what I'm going with. Villarreal to score at least 1 goal. That is away over 0.5 based on the recent form of Villarreal as compared to that of Alaves. That is why it is very risky to play Villarreal to win this game. So that's the first pick. Away over 0.5 goals. Then let's move to the next match. The next match is in the Belgian League. And the match we have in the Belgian League for today is Gent versus Zulte Waregem. These two teams have been in. Let me start with their league standings. Let me start with the league. And Gent are currently 6th, and Zulte Waregem are 12th. So Gent are twice as better as Zulte Waregem in the league so far this season. But based on recent performances, these two teams have been completely trash, if I can use that word. They've not been performing well in the league. Gent have won twice, lost 3 times. Zulte Waregem have won once and lost 4 times in their most recent matches, and the head-to-head between these two teams have just been mixed. Gent has 3 wins, Zulte Waregem has 2 wins. But one notable statistic about these particular two teams, is that both of these teams always score in almost all of their matches. That is why I'm picking that this match will have at least over 1.5 goals. I believe that whether Gent wins the match or whether Zulte Waregem wins the match, there will be at least 2 goals in this game. It can come from both teams, it can come from one team, but that is my pick, over 1.5 goals for that game between Gent and Zulte Waregem. And that was the second game of the 6 that I have picked to drop for today, being Friday. So moving on to the next game I went to the Turkish League. That is where I got the third game from, and obviously of the matches in the Turkish League today, the match I picked is Fatih Karagümrük versus Fenerbahçe. And Karagümrük, these Turkish names are somehow. Karagümrük are currently the bottom team in the Turkish League against a Fenerbahçe side that are chasing Galatasaray, hoping to catch up with them. And Fenerbahçe should have an edge this week because Galatasaray have a Champions League victory to protect against Liverpool next week. So Galatasaray may likely rest players. So this is the chance that Fenerbahçe has to win and close the gap, because we do not know if Galatasaray will draw points or not, but Fenerbahçe have their chance to reduce the gap to 1 point, and I'm very optimistic that they are going to do it. If we look at the recent matches of Karagümrük, they've drawn twice, they've lost twice, and they've won once in their last 5 matches in the league. Now, in their home matches, Karagümrük have also won once in their last 5, and they've lost 3 in a row. Not in a row, but they've lost 3 matches. Fenerbahçe being away, Fenerbahçe have not lost for about 15, let me count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 straight away games in the league in which Fenerbahçe have not lost. And out of these 17, Fenerbahçe have managed 5 draws and 12 wins away from home. So we can see that these two teams are not in the same category at all. And the last 5 meetings between Fenerbahçe and Karagümrük, whether home or away, has always ended in a win for Fenerbahçe. That's why I picked Fenerbahçe to win as my prediction for this particular game. The match between Fenerbahçe and Karagümrük, I picked Fenerbahçe to win as my prediction. So that was the third game that I picked for today. I'm convinced that these games are safe, actually. So if you've been following, you can as well see that I'm picking very, very safe games for today, because I really want us to win this, our 5. But please, let me know your opinions so far. If you like the games, drop it in the comment section. Let's hear your thoughts and your opinions about these games. Now, moving on to the next game we have for today in the England Championship. And the team there, the match there is Wrexham versus Swansea. When it comes to Wrexham matches, we've seen how energetic they can be. The match against Chelsea in the FA Cup just brought out Wrexham and showed the whole world that Wrexham are very, very good at disturbing their opponents, and Wrexham are very, very good at scoring goals, especially at home. Wrexham recently lost their last home match in the league, in the Championship, against Hull City 2-1, but that is like just the highlight of Wrexham. Most of their matches end in both teams scoring and over 2.5. That is just how Wrexham matches always turn out. Both teams will score. There'll be at least 3 goals. But now for Swansea, we can see that in Swansea's matches, there have been at least 2 goals in 4 of the last 5 matches. Swansea have won 3, and based on league standings, Swansea are 10th, Wrexham are 6th. This is a game full time. I'm predicting Wrexham to win this match against Swansea. I expect Wrexham to perform very well in this game. They want to recover from their last 2 matches which they lost, and Wrexham are chasing promotion to the Premier League. So I'm backing Wrexham to win this game against Swansea, but I'm not playing it that Wrexham will win. I'm playing over 1.5. I already said earlier that most of Wrexham's matches end in over 2.5 goals with both sides scoring. So I'm going with over 1.5 for this game, but I'm just telling you that my prediction is that Wrexham are going to win the match. That's just what I'm saying. So over 1.5 is the pick there. The next match I have, I went to Hungary. I don't know if it's Hungary or Hungary, but that is the league. And the match I picked there is the match between Győr Eto and MTK Budapest. That is the game I picked. This is another match between a team that is fighting to win the league against a team that is fighting not to be relegated. I believe that this spirit to win the league is going to be very, very strong for this Győr team. They are currently level on point with Ferencvárosi, who played a match in the Europa League yesterday, and I believe come this weekend, Ferencvárosi may rotate squad and all of that. So Győr also have their chance to win and go ahead. I'm not spending much analyzing this game. The recent matches of Győr, okay, they lost their most recent game, but they won 4 in 5. MTK Budapest haven't won in 5, but they've had 3 draws. So I believe that Győr are a better off team. I know that Győr are a better off team than MTK Budapest. That's why I picked them to win. So Győr to win. That was the 5th game I picked for today. And then the last game I have here is in the German Bundesliga 2, and that is the match between Magdeburg and Darmstadt. Now, Darmstadt are currently 2nd position in the Bundesliga 2, and Darmstadt are in a way better form than match bulk, but in this Bundesliga too, betting on straight wins or win or draw are very risky. It's always advised to bet on goals, but for this game I do not want to go with over 1.5 goals. I would rather go with Darmstadt to score at least 1 goal. That's away over 0.5 goals. That's because Darmstadt have been consistently scoring in most of their matches. So that is my pick for this game. I went with Darmstadt over 0.5 goals. So I'm going to do a quick recap of these games that I mentioned today. You can as well let me know your opinions in the comment section. If you like these games, if you do not like them, please let me know in the comment section so I will know if I'm on track or not. So 6 games I picked for today, Friday, and these games come out with a total of 5 odds. So I'll be doing the recap. The first game I have in the Spanish La Liga, the match between Alaves and Villarreal. I picked Villarreal to score over 0.5 goals. And then the next game in the Belgian League, the match between Gent and Zulte Waregem, I picked over 1.5 goals. The next game, Fatih Karagümrük versus Fenerbahce, I picked Fenerbahce to win that particular one. And then the match between Wrexham and Swansea, I picked over 1.5 goals. The match in the Hungarian League between Eto Gyor and MTK Budapest, I picked home team to win, Eto Gyor to win. And the last game in the German Bundesliga 2, the match between Magdeburg and Darmstadt, I picked away team to score over 0.5 goals. These are my predictions for Friday, 13th of These are my predictions for today, Friday, 13th of March, 2026. Please drop your opinions in the comment section. I'm going to the comment section to read everything you have to say about these picks. If there are games you agree with, let me know. If there are games you disagree with, let me know as well. I'm waiting to hear all your thoughts and your opinions. Once again, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe and turn on your notifications. And also, please share this video, share with your friends, share with your family, share with your village people, share with everybody so the video can get a wider audience. Thanks once again. Good luck to us, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.